Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening in Birmingham. Today I have the honor and pleasure of being with Ms. Susan Crowe. She is Executive Director of Workshops Incorporated, a great nonprofit here in our city helping people with disabilities and other barriers to work find jobs. So Susan, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Great. I just want to bring on to talk more about this great organization and a great event they got coming up on February 27th as well. So Susan, what is Workshops Incorporated?
Well, Workshops Inc. has been serving people in the Birmingham community for 120 years. We started in 1900, and for all of our history, we have served people with disabilities, helping them prepare for and then find work. We expanded our mission a few years ago to also serve people with other barriers to employment in addition to disabilities. But we're all about helping people who just want a job. We want to help them find a job and find a way to contribute back to their community and have fulfilling lives through work.
So what type of programs and services do you all offer?
Well, we have our first program is called Employee Development, where we're actually developing people into being good employees. We want to make sure that we're teaching people what is often called the soft skills of employment: showing up on time, staying on task, just being a good employee. And then when each person shows us they're ready, they go into our Community Employment Services program, which actually goes out into the community to help each person with a very individualized job search, so that we place each person in the right job, where they're not only going to be able to use their skills, but also be able to get to work each day with whatever transportation options they have. We, of course, want people to be in jobs that they will find fulfilling. We follow them once they're on the job, making sure that any barriers we can remove for them so they can be successful. Our two other programs are, we have a youth transition program where we help high school students with disabilities prepare for the transition from high school to what comes after high school. Most often that's work for the people we serve. And finally, we offer ongoing employment opportunities here at Workshops for about 60 individuals at any given time.
So what are the requirements to sign up for your all services?
Well, we don't have a lot of barriers to prevent people from coming in. If someone comes and lets us know that they are interested in our services, we'll figure out what we can do to make that happen. Most of the people we serve are referred to us from the Alabama Department of Rehabilitation Services or a unit within DHR that serves SNAP recipients. Those programs just help pay for our services, but we're happy to serve anyone who walks in our doors.
Well, one of the great things before I started, you gave me a tour of the facility and you showed me all the different, it was kind of like your own mini factory and somewhere where assembling things.
So for the folks who are both learning how to be good employees and those who are working with us longer term, we are able to offer handwork to local businesses. So what I mean by that is that local businesses will outsource their handwork to Workshops. So it may be, we do a lot of work for the commercial print industry, putting together print materials that can't go through machines. We do some light assembly of metal pieces, kind of anything that a human touch is needed. We love to do that work. So any local businesses who are out there looking for outsourced solutions, give us a call. We would love to see if that's something we can help with.
Yeah, you just read my mind, because that was the next question I was going to ask you, because how many businesses have you partnered with locally here in Birmingham so far?
Generally, over the course of last year, for example, we served about 120 local businesses, ranging from sort of small mom and pop startups who just needed a little bit of extra workforce but aren't in a position to hire their own workforce yet, to some of the biggest commercial printers and big manufacturers in town who need a workforce to handle their handwork services.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed is that it's a lot of jobs that need handwork.
That's right.
It's like with bolts and fasteners that a lot of people don't think about that.
A lot of stuff we've never thought of before.
Yeah. And everything. So next question I always like to ask, so what are some of the success stories so far you've had?
Well, we are lucky because we get to see a lot of people succeed here at Workshops, and that's very fulfilling. And it's inspiring to other folks that we serve. One of my favorite stories that happened last year is a woman who has a hearing disability. who was having a very difficult time finding a job, and she lives out in the Pinson area, and so
Okay.
transportation was also an issue.
Okay.
But we were able to help her get on with the Great Harvest Bread Company out in
Okay.
Trussville, a really great employer, and she makes beautiful loaves of bread for
All right.
them. And later in the year, we had a friend of Workshops who wanted to donate a car to someone in need. And so a few months after Nadi started working, we were able to help her by giving her a car to get to and from work. So we just love seeing people who, you know, we have the benefit of seeing people who actually want to work. Not everybody wants to work, you know, and if you don't want to work, you're not going to be successful. But if you want to work, we want to help you work. And so we serve over 500 people every year, and we get to help a lot of people achieve their dreams.
One of the things you mentioned when I was doing the tour, you was like, well, also we identify places for them to work, but also we make sure that they can get to work. 'Cause
Absolutely.
that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. We don't want to set someone up for failure. So if you live in Center Point, we're not, and you don't have a car, we're not going to help you find a job in Bessemer. That's just a recipe for disaster. It's going to be hard to get there. So we're going to look for a job in Center Point. And sometimes that means that we go and knock on doors of
Okay.
businesses and ask if they may be hiring. And so that part of our job we call job development, where we are actually trying to develop jobs for the people that we serve.
Okay, so let's talk about February 27th, Comedy for a Cause.
Yes, sir. Comedy for a Cause is coming up. This is our 6th annual event this
Okay.
year. February 27th, we will be at the Florentine in downtown Birmingham. We have a really funny local comedian by the name of Chris Ivy. And we are doing a great show with some awards honoring people in our community who bring joy through their work. You know, we all know someone at work who just seems to be a person of joy, who brings joy to what they do, and we want to honor some of those folks. A couple of our honorees are comedian Joy, who of
Yes,
course
that's
has,
so-
has
yeah.
joy in her name. Her
Yes.
name is Joy, who has brought so much fun and joy to our community through her work, doing food tours, and now she's going to start doing some walking civil rights tours as
Okay.
well. A lot of exciting stuff going on with comedian Joy. We'll also be honoring Bruce Ayers,
Yeah, Bruce.
who runs the Stardome
Yes.
Comedy Club, and Bruce has really been the leader in our community for many, many years, bringing laughter and joy
Oh,
to our
yes.
community. And we have some other honorees as well that we're excited to have that night. But like I said, it'll be at the Florentine, February 27th. JJ Pruitt is going to be our
Yeah, JJ.
master of ceremonies, and he's always a lot of fun
Yes.
too. So we're just really looking forward to coming together, celebrating joy, having a great night of laughter. We are hoping that we'll also have a little one-liner joke contest among the tables at
Okay.
our event. So it'll be a lot of fun that evening.
So where do they go if they want to purchase tickets for it?
Well, thank you for asking.
Okay.
We have a website. It's workshopsinc.org, and that has a link right to our Comedy for a Cause page where you can buy tickets.
All right, and just overall, if they just want to donate to this great nonprofit,
Yes.
where do they go? And
You can go to the same place, workshopsinc.org. It's kind of your one-stop shop for tickets or to make a donation. We have a pretty clearly marked donate button on the top of our website, and we operate here due to the generosity of our community. We're a United Way agency, which we're very proud of, and we also solicit donations from individuals in our community. So we're very grateful for the folks in the community who make our work possible.
And I gotta say also the address where you're located.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're in Avondale, 4244 3rd Avenue South. And just like you came and toured today, we think a tour makes a good impression on
Oh,
folks.
yes, it
and we,
does.
because we operate with the generosity of others, our doors are open all the time. And we would love to have people. It's a little more convenient if you can call to schedule a tour. But honestly, just stop by, and we would love to show the community what we do here at Workshops.
Well, one of the things I like when I was doing the tour, every employee that worked there just was energetic, that was
Yes.
happy. And you don't really see that nowadays.
No,
when
you
go
really
around.
don't.
A lot
And I'll
of
tell
times
you.
people energy be down.
That's very true. And for me, it can sometimes be an attitude adjustment because,
Okay.
you know, I love my job. I feel really lucky to love my job. I think you love your job too,
Yeah.
Jarvis.
Yeah.
But not everybody loves their
Your
job.
job, yeah.
And, you know, but even if you do love your job, there are days that you could think of a few other places you'd rather be. But I come to work every day and I'm surrounded by people who are just excited by the chance to go to work. And that's really energizing. And it kind of reminds me that work is not something that we should take for granted.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that a lot of people don't have the opportunity to do. So it kind of gives me an attitude adjustment sometimes to be more grateful for the really simple things in life, because we have a really joyful, lovely workforce here.
And everybody I saw, they took pride in what they was doing.
Absolutely.
And that's rare these days.
Oh,
Even
that's absolutely
middle school
rare.
job, you know.
And a lot of our jobs are, you know, they're repetitive and
Yeah.
a little bit menial, but people realize that there's dignity in just having a job and doing the work. So it's a fun place to be. It's nice to be around people who are positive and appreciate the opportunities that we all have.
Well, Susan, thank you all again for
Thanks
coming
for
on
coming.
on the podcast. You'll see me on February 27th. You guys
I'm
definitely
excited,
come
yes.
out. Joy and Bruce Ayers, you know, two people I know, and I appreciate all their support. Please come check them out. This is going to be a great event coming up. Thank you for watching What's Happening in Birmingham podcast videos today. Please check out more videos, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.